use it when
Well, that's
developing
microphone?
Android.
No, that's the sound of voice design.
It's an Android virtual device.
I can't see.
Are we back? Where's Andrew and the other boys?
Oh, they're on break. They're doing a little.
Yes, it's still breaking. It's 27 after.
Oh, I still had to do homework too. Writing. Yeah. I gotta lay down for shit. So they have this, it was on Star Wars,
How come it looks different here?
and it's Disney World, they give you a virtual reality mask, and you shoot stormtroopers and stuff. Virtual device.
So you have it.
And you can do it with
Are we back?
keycaps.
Where's Andrew and the other boys?
Oh, they're on break. They're doing a little.
Yes, it's still
What?
breaking. It's 27 after.
Oh, I still had to do
So it's wider.
So they have this Star Wars
How come it looks different here?
Corona SDK is used for Android apps. It's named after my least favorite beer.
Are we back? Where's Andrew and the other boys?
Come in.
27 after.
Wait, there's free sushi. I would not, but I would still eat it.
California roll.
That's a Chinese food restaurant. I would eat sushi from there.
I would eat that sushi from there over a gas station.
Whoever I'm working for here, shaking in there, I don't feel old.
Come in one day, I'll let you know.
I work for seniors. It's gonna be an older one.
But they're free today, and no person.
No lie.
It's named after my
No,
favorite.
no. Ah.
I can type
Where's Andrew and the other boys?
Do you have to have an email or?
letters a minute, but in my
Joe.
own language. Man.
Joseph.
Yes, ma'am.
It's only one sushi roll.
What?
But she has, we both have the.
What do I do?
account.
Yeah, this is old.
I would not, but I would still eat it.
No, thank you.
I didn't say anything. I didn't curse. I would eat that sushi from there over a gas station.
Whoever I'm working for here, shaking in there, I don't feel old. Get rid of that.
Come in one day,
I work for seniors. What's up? It's gonna be an older one. Charles?
But they're free today, and no person.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Joe?
Yeah.
Why am I being
It keeps the folding back.
I like
that
the
way.
picture.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, remember I'm thinking
But she has, we both have the.
Yes, old.
What file extension is used in older Android apps after it is developed so that it can be tested on the internet? I would eat that sushi from there over a gas station.
I don't know.
Very sad. Is that turkey? Turkey's my favorite. You know what?
I'm not allowed to because I'm sick.
Thank you,
I
appreciate
know.
it.
Our turkey is
Just had
I know my turkey. It's good.
Would you make it with Joe?
If it wasn't so special, I'd live off of it. Hurry up,
Yeah,
use the
you might
bag.
want to sit there and walk away slowly. I'm sorry.
How do I see that? This is much better.
Oh, here. Just stick out your hand.
Okay, let me go look at the TV now.
James.
Guys, remember your language?
Guys, language. Ready?
Which one would you
No,
No,
no.
over there, we're
No,
gonna
no.
start again. Charlie, seat please. Thank you.
Did you need me for something?
I wanted to see if you would turn around to see if I was watching the right feed, because it said live, but it wasn't the one that was live.
Wow. I tend to say bad words and immediately forget, then deny it. Yole, yole, yole. Ooh. That's from Beer Fest.
All right, guys, write down the notes. Let's
Ah.
go.
Does everyone have this one already? I can move on?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. To 51. I wish I could type as fast as you. Configure Windows network connections. In the Action Center provides, remember we're talking about Windows Phone here. The Action Center provides direct links to the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and connection apps, as well as airplane mode. Yes. You normally call it settings, they call it the Action Center. The access Action Center by swiping down from the top. Just like you do with your Android, swipe down from the top. When you swipe down from the top in your Android, you go to settings, but in the Windows Phone, you swipe down to the top, you go to the Action Center. The button on the Action Centers are links to representative apps, not toggling switches. Example, tapping the Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi app. It does not toggle between Wi-Fi on and Wi-Fi off. You guys in the Android are used to with little lines that go across. Buttons.
Why did you just barf? Oh my god, that never happens. Sorry.
It's inappropriate for the live stream.
Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people I've offended.
Let it go.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. You good? Charlie, you good?
Yeah.
Sincerely.
Configure Windows Phone and email. And you sync your email from your computer from your Google, from your Yahoo, from anywhere that you can email from. Windows Phone automatically syncs contacts, the calendars, the emails online to the email account. Documents can be automatically synced through OneDrive. That's why I asked earlier, who uses OneDrive? Not too many people here use OneDrive. I use OneDrive because I've been using it for years, all the way from my Windows Phone. And I still use it today. It's where I keep all the stuff for you guys. Except for the Google Classroom, which keeps it on Google Docs. Writing? Okay. To add a Microsoft account, open Settings app, tap Email and Accounts plus Accounts, tap the Add an Account, then a Microsoft account, sign it, and then don't forget to sign in. Sign into your windowslive.com, and you can put the address and password. On one of my apps, I already have 3. I keep my Hunter Business School, I keep my old Yahoo, and I also keep my old Gmail account. So all 3 comes through. That's why when you guys say, when you send me your homework through email, it's hard for me to see it. That's why I say it's a lot easier if you do it through Google Docs. You know how bad it is when you get email through one account. I'm getting email through 3. Okay. After authentication is complete, you'll be asked if you want to back up your contacts. Tap yes, of course. You want to back up your contacts, the phone settings, and the app data. Let me know when you're done.
Is it really gonna take 20 minutes to download?
For what?
1 hour? 2 hours? 1 hour again?
At this speed, it might.
I can't do this section of the lab because it wants me to download Android Studio. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Write the word skip on that.
Okay.
Anybody still working?
I'm almost done with this.
Trav, you still writing this down?
No, I'm just trying to find,
This
Here
actually
we
goes
are?
with the word.
yeah,
Are you in the Google Classroom in this?
yes.
Okay, see on the bottom over here, if you start to scroll down, it says 52. We are on page 52 of 59.
Touch it. Ugh,
You see it now?
I need to watch my
It's a lot easier if you just look it down there. Don't go by the numbers up top because those are confusing.
Yes.
I don't know why it numbers it that way. You can update and restore Windows Phone and from a backup. Check for Windows Phone updates, opening settings, apps, tap the phone update. It's just like app updating or restoring it from your computer. You can restore your computer, you can also restore your Windows Phone. If no updates are pending, tap are pending, tap check for updates. Make sure there's no new updates. Might as well have the latest and the greatest going up there.
Always. Good is the enemy of great.
You can also set the phone automatically to download updates. Mine phone already downloads and installs at 3 in the morning. This way you don't lose any time or there's nobody on the phone, no phone calls coming in.
It's not like Windows 10 where it's like you have no choice.
Yeah, now.
It's like I'm rendering. I don't care.
Yes.
Night.
Restore a Windows Phone from backup or installing a backup on a new device requires that you use the same Microsoft account, same name, same password, everything needs to be the same, and voila. Has anybody ever done the same Windows 10 that you have in your classroom at home? The same name and password? And then it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Suddenly, your computer is right in front of you. First time I did that, I found that very strange. It was like my school computer right there.
Yeah, every computer I have, they all sync, so
They all
every time I
sync.
change the wallpaper on one, it changes the wallpaper on
Another.
all my devices.
Yes, and the first time I ever did that, because I'm not used to it, we're all Windows 7. When we did that in Windows 10, it just was very different. It's like, wait a minute, this is the
It's
same.
actually extremely convenient.
Same apps, same everything, correct? Same folders.
Even my browser.
Yes, same browser, same favorites, everything is saved. I think that was a really nice feature because I can work from home and school at the same time.
As when? Okay. Oh my god.
You're good? Josh?
Yeah, we're
This
good.
is a 6 core.
On this, on the last one.
Troubleshooting Windows on mobile devices. Okay, before troubleshooting, back up your phone, of course. Back up your phone to somewhere, to your computer, to anywhere. Keep it safe, keep your data safe, keep your contacts safe. Don't you hate when your phone dies and then you're like on Facebook, can everybody send me your phone numbers?
Yeah, that happened to me literally.
It literally happens to so many
watch
people
me
on
on Facebook.
Facebook.
Freaking
Huh?
James
People
message.
don't know how to back up their contacts.
Right, they didn't back up their contacts, that's what happens. And next thing you know, you don't have any. So you
Yeah.
have to back up your contacts. Or back it up to your SIM card, back it up to Google. For a
That's
while,
what I
I
do.
didn't have it backed up to Google.
Yeah.
And when I got my new phone, when I was going from Android to Android, I made sure I backed it up. I took the same SIM card out, put it in, and boom.
Right.
My phone was ready to up and running within a few minutes.
True, yep.
I had everybody still there. Didn't lose a minute. Okay, before you update for troubleshooting, back up your phone data, and then attempt the following options: power down and power up. Down, up, and to force a restart. It's probably the same way as Android. You hold the power, the volume up, the volume down, hold it in, count to like 30, and it starts itself. Remove the battery. Well, Windows Phone you can. We can't do that with our Android or iPhones. I need to go to settings
Wait.
and tap data.
The
My 2 Windows Phone I was able to remove the battery.
I can't
Yeah.
with the battery.
Yeah.
my S4 I can.
You
but
can?
the new ones you can't?
So some Android phones.
My
can,
S8
and
can't.
some
I mean,
Android
if someone
phones
tells me they have a
can't.
Windows
Yeah,
phone, I'd
they
probably laugh at
stopped,
them.
you weren't able to
because I'm a
remove the
jerk.
battery after the S6. Once we hit the S6, they made it the battery
They're
unremovable.
trying to make it sealed so it's waterproof.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
There's no seals, 100% sealed.
You can get the battery replaced though, but only professional.
At your T-Mobile, Verizon,
Yep.
or provider.
Money.
That's money. But it keeps your phone waterproof, so that's what the important part is. Although I have never dropped my phone.
You really shouldn't say that.
I
Yeah.
It's
tested
not
it.
the water.
I tested it.
There's
on my
wood right
S6.
there, Misty, in the
Really?
kitchen.
Does it work?
Yeah, I put it in I dumped it, I put it in
People
water
take them
4
in the
feet
ocean.
deep and it
That's done.
Okay, if you can, listen up guys, if you can remove the battery, you may need to go to settings, tap the date, you have to reset the date and time, of course. Just like your computer, when you take out the battery, there's no date and time. Same thing with your cell phones. Reset date, time, and region. That's very important. And then update your Windows phone.
Does anyone have Windows Phone?
There are a few out. The Windows 10 is out. I like being on that side. It's too far away from me.
You used to have one, right?
I had a Windows 7 and then I had a Windows 8.
You're Windows 7.
And then I was like trying to decide whether I wanted another Windows phone because I love those certain apps. But then I felt someone showed me that they're also in the Android.
Mhm.
Android can also download those apps. I said, okay. Then I got my choices made up for me. Android. And that's when I got the Android 7, the Edge. And then I bought the 8. When I
Which
dropped to my
one
dad's
would you
stairs.
rather have?
The 7, I had no problem with it. You know, it's just that I've had that phone. It's the same one Charlie has.
And for the win.
Yes, I love the phone. I had nothing bad to say about it, except for the fact that I dropped it down a pair of cement stairs. And if you're gonna spend the same amount of money
Yeah, on a screen.
on a phone, no, if I'm gonna buy the 7 again, it's gonna cost me the same amount of money it was gonna cost the 8. What are you gonna get?
Older one.
7 for the 7, 7 for the 8.
Get the newer one.
Exactly, the newer one, that's what I
But you
did.
don't know how that one.
But it doesn't
works.
matter.
It
It's
doesn't
a
matter,
newer
it's
phone.
newer.
It has longer life.
Newer, faster
newer
processor,
internals.
more RAM, more storage. Why
Faster,
would you
newer,
spend
stronger.
It's not,
the
it
same
just
amount of money on
has
something less?
99% exactly the same.
And you know what? You're right. It is 99.9% exactly the same. I don't see any difference in it, except that it's the size. It's bigger. If you put he's got the plus, I got the plus.
I had the
and
regular.
You have the regular?
Honestly,
Yeah, the regular.
Miss V, I thought the S6 was better than the 7.
I never had the 6.
The 6 had a different processor, and it had Samsung's Exynos octa-core in it, and the other ones all had Snapdragons, and I felt like the Exynos was better optimized for having more apps open at one time.
Well, because it's
It
their
didn't lag at
hardware.
all.
It's like Apple. They
Yeah,
make their own
the
hardware.
Exynos
so
chip
it's
is a
gonna
lot
run
like the
better.
Apple chip. It doesn't lag out.
They optimize.
All
it
right.
for the
Are we
ones-
ready for the next slide?
Always.
Let's go.
I only got mine because it was cheaper at Verizon. Like per month it was like, I think like $5.
Well, regardless, it was an upgrade for you, right? No matter what, it was an upgrade from what you had.
Yeah, it was.
And when I already had that, I was like,
This one was not.
so I had to go for the same price, different phone. Like if you could get a Porsche for the same price as your old car, what would you get?
Yeah.
A Porsche.
No, I can't fit my amp in there if I play a show.
Is it?
Really?
I don't hear it.
Michael Keaton Batmobile. on the other hand. I just want to pull up with that thing.
Oh, now I see. Yeah.
People be like, how? I'm like, don't worry
I
about it.
figure you hear it. This is a metal loop.
It's good though. That's the only time I'd want to be in a police chase if I was in the Batmobile. Because then I'd definitely make Windows 12.
All right, you guys good? Troubleshooting options. Continue. Reset the phone, of course. That's one way of doing it. We can always reset the phone. Peter, you okay over there? Okay. Just checking. You can always reset the phone. Wipe all used data since setting in the phone. Bring it back up to new.
I'm gonna die.
I know, Mitch.
Always make sure you back up the data before you do anything to your phone, because you know what? Your data and contacts are very important to you. Your apps are very important to you.
Probably shouldn't do this too much. Okay.
That happened to Joe recently. He lost everything.
I lost everything, Miss D.
Everything. You didn't back up your stuff first?
I did, but I didn't.
But now it's a good way for people to not give out.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how you always see people on Facebook. Oh, I got a new phone. I didn't back up my stuff. Can everyone PM me your phone number?
No. No one does.
Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
People doesn't want magnifying. I don't have to think about it.
No, you know what? It's very
Some
refreshing
people don't
because
set that, though.
the people
Some
who count.
People don't set
It
that.
was the first thing I said when I got my new phone.
So did I, because it was so much easier when my phone, I put in the SIM card from the other phone, even though they charged me $30 for a new SIM card.
The whole point in sending a text is to get an instant reply. If I wanted to wait a week, I would send a messenger pigeon.
Okay. Now, you get off Facebook, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right,
Well, the
force a reset. If your phone is completely unresponsive, check the manufacturer's documents for a specific software recovery tool. Some Windows phone can't be reset and recovered using the software recovery tool on your computer. In other words, you have to put it directly into your computer with a cable. Just like when you tether your phone.
With Billy.
Yes. How was the internet here today? Well,
At first it was shaky. When they left, it was great.
Yeah, now it's fine. There's just too many people on it.
There's not.
well, that's why we
It works
have,
great.
yeah, of course. That's why we
Streaming
have
video.
the two different Wi-Fis. We have Biohazard, we have Hunter, and then we have the Flip Chop. So you have your choice.
Biohazard.
You can always bounce around back and forth. You should make Google Classroom your home page, so in case you have to get out and come back in, you don't delay in anything.
I saved it to my favorites.
It's a two.
Yeah, your favorites or your home page or something like that. Mine is my home page as soon as I get in there. Mm-hmm.
You're the best.
You good?
Misty, I got a question for you.
What's the question?
When you're installing Windows 10 and it tells you, or you're upgrading from 8.1 to 10, and you just finished installing 10, and then it says it's going to restart, but then 8.1 launches into updates, is that a bad thing?
It's
What?
frowned upon.
It doesn't sound very good.
It doesn't
No.
sound good,
But
but it
maybe it's
still
just-
uses the same updates in Windows 10 as in 8.1, so.
When
Are
it's
you
done.
trying to get 10?
He's
No,
upgrading his
Charlie, no.
8.1 to 10.
With the
and then
8.1s are getting
8.1
updates?
Launched into updates right at the end when it went to go restart.
I think you'll be fine.
We're gonna find out. I guess this is an experiment.
This is gonna find out.
You're the best.
It's an experiment. It is lab day.
I did my best.
Look.
I just hope you don't have to reinstall your operating system before tomorrow.
That'd be pretty fun.
And guess what, guys?
Summary.
Da-da-da, summary.
Kill the PC.
We are officially done with this chapter.
My head hurts.
Test on Monday.
Okay.
So what does that mean for us
Hope you like
seniors?
this video. Make sure to
Test
like,
on Monday.
comment,
Yes, I
and
know.
subscribe.
Homework is due Monday. Labs are
Smash that
due.
like button.
Done.
We need it.
Want a launch?
Every
And
bit
your
of
study
support
sheets.
counts.
I don't feel good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna text me. I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm at that spot again. I was just like, how many puzzles have you been taking?
Is there one more section after
What?
this? One more chapter?
Yes, there's more.
17?
No, it took
Yes,
me
17.
It takes you the
17,
first day.
18.
I took another
Did we do
antibiotic.
18?
I took
No, we did
some
19.
Tylenol, a vitamin C.
I believe so. I have to look to see. I believe we did 19.
Well, yeah, like 19.
I didn't do it.
17,
Yeah, it was like, yeah,
Please don't
like,
touch
do my
anything
bag,
here.
like,
finished 19.
You really need to wash your hands like that.
Can we fly through two
Joe, what are you
chapters?
trying to build?
No.
What did you say?
Can we do a double chapter next week since we're done though?
No?
Because I feel like
It was like,
I
I threw my bag. I was drunk.
I wanted to save like, I don't need to spend this
What
much.
did you still?
What do you want to play?
There's slow tour and I want to plug my guitar into my computer. That's more like the interface like that.
You don't need a lot of time to do
My
that.
first sponsor is Pepper.
Buy once, buy right, never buy again. Never buy again for 3 years. If you're
I'm
lucky.
going home and doing nothing.
Depends what you want to do.
don't know. I just want a nice computer.
And then your kids.
I mean, they are going more.
Oh, wait, we didn't take that too. We didn't take that.
That seems to be the
You can build a nice gaming computer with an i5 processor.
Oh my god.
It's a nice scan line on the projector screen on the white sheet.
I'm gonna make sure you match it.
Scroll up.
James just looks like, yeah, he's overkilling. Like, what?
Coffee Lake is
Can I
gonna
just
be
leave my lab book here?
Wait, what?
No, actually make a pile of lab books here, and then we'll carry
You,
them
since you were long arms.
right back to the classroom.
Don't touch my lab book.
I'm still alive.
I'm doing mine.
This is really small hoodie.
Wait,
He is
Steve,
still alive.
so
Yeah, it is.
can I sit in the class? Well,
Whoa!
I didn't know you.
I haven't worked out in 3 days. I feel like crap.
Sick.
I know, but like, I like.
You want
to
to stress your body?
I want to relax. You know what I have been doing? You know what I did all day while I was relaxing? I played Final Fantasy VII. Dude, that game's great. I don't care what anyone says. Have you played it?
Yeah. Pinball. Beat it like multiple times.
Dude, it's alright.
You get what you get,
I got
you
for
don't
PS4
get
with all the like,
Getting
So that
pulled
matters.
in.
Alright, so
You got 7?
I got 7 and 9.
It's
I
like
wanna
a
do
turkey
it.
always do again. Spider.
That's because when I started,
That's
yeah,
like-
now that I'm a grown up, like looking at those characters, I was like 7 years old when I played it. 20 years later.
I knew it.
I understand why story is.
Let's give it a good
And like every time I hear Barrett talk, I hear Mr. T, and I think it's like racially insensitive.
AC
They should
is
be rooted for the white guy.
That is definitely overkill for a house.
That's why I like it. I mean, I got a job off with black
Everybody gets very easy.
Yeah, oh, he's Lando of Final Fantasy.
Just make sure your wires are.
Is that a white guy or is
please.
he a Chinese?
Never be here, 8:30 tomorrow.
Are we leaving our rigs here?
Huh?
No, they're not rigs here.
Speaking of racially insensitive, they're making rush hour 4. That's gonna be great.
The towers.
They're trying to get
Would
it.
be nice.
I can keep this pen, obviously.
Get
Right?
out of here.
I'm pretty sure you gave that to me at some point. So.
We are leaving this hour.
MLG setup.
Just like that. Miss D, do you have like spray? Oh,
Your score?
I'm gonna spray that.
And you will not get in trouble by me, I swear to you.
I will be here tomorrow early. What time?
Look, one time I got drunk and tried to kiss me on the mouth. That was uncomfortable. I don't talk to her.
Yeah, guys, we're cleaning up, we're not cleaning up.
I don't know. But it's 50% water.
I think you just sprayed
Cleaning
silk.
up.
You know what?
Everything, you're gonna have to wipe that up.
I saved somebody's life. I'm like a guardian angel.
It's actually pouring outside.
Oh, good. I get to freaking work in the rain. Oh man, I really probably should have. I don't want to.
Okay.
If you're in Florida, I did that already.
I called
that's
the cold guy
so-
coming in, but
That's soapy water.
I'm just gonna let it soak into the keyboard. Screw it. I don't care.
messing with my cables.
I ain't touched nothing.
Make
I'm
sure
good.
your chairs are pushed in.
Wanna make that clear?
Joe, smile for the camera.
I mean, I'm not going. I already told her I was.
There you go.
Let's sexy dance. Yeah. No, I'm not.
For training purposes.
Oh. This is why I'll die alone.
Oh, there's.